Trust comes from a sense of common values and beliefs. You're creating a subculture and a tribe within a subculture and a tribe. Your fans are very important because they're like you, and you made something that speaks to you, and now this music speaks to them. They're your family. When I got into metal or underground punk or hardcore, I'd be on vacation with my parents and I'd see somebody in another country, some kid wearing a shirt of a band I loved. And I immediately trusted them. I immediately wanted to speak to them. I would have asked him, where should I go? What should I do? You know, we do that in the larger culture in our lives. If you're on a train in Europe and you hear someone speaking English, all of a sudden you're like, oh, that person's American or from North America, and you speak to them and you kind of have something in common. Well, imagine the trust you get from someone who really just knows your music or knows your art, and it's really special that they've embraced it as much as they have. I've been talking about a lot of general business concepts in relation to music and art. There is a book called The Tipping Point by Malcolm Gladwell. And one of the things he talks about is to appeal to a certain type of person. One of those types of people are called early adopters. These are people who like to get involved with something on the forefront in the beginning. They want to find out about the things nobody else knows about. And what they love doing more than anything is spreading that knowledge and showing people what they've learned. If you're creating something that's special, that unique, you need to speak to those early adopters because they're going to wave your flag higher than anybody in the world. They're the ones who gave me a career. For Dillinger and even the band I play in now, Suicidal Tendencies, it were these early adopters that really created an opportunity for us to do what we do and even do it all over the world. Some of the first Dillinger Escape Plan shows, there was nobody there. I can remember one show where we were playing in somebody's father's auto body shop on grease stains, and there's maybe 10 people there. But I do remember that a piece of the ceiling fell down on somebody, and he was so amazed at the power of this band, he had to tell everyone about it. This guy happened to run a little venue in Philadelphia. That show led to another show, which was at this place, Dialogue 13. Because we were opening for some bands on the label that we eventually signed to, the label people were there. Now, we went on first, and those guys didn't even come in. They weren't watching us, they were outside. We didn't care. We turned all the lights off, we put on about 7 Radio Shack strobes, and we pummeled the 30 people that were in there. It was those people walking out and talking about what they had just seen that grabbed the attention of the president of the label, Relapse Records, who then came to our next show in a basement and immediately signed us. So that's an example of how you have to create something demanding, you have to create something special so that these people want to talk. They want to spread the word. They want to bring 2 people to the next show, and then those 2 people bring another 2 people. These are the type of people that are going to make your career and also understand and care about why you do what you do. In order to appeal to these early adopters, you really need to create something fresh. They're not interested in someone who just talks about themselves on Facebook or Instagram or posts pictures of themselves. That's not interesting at all. That's spam. What they're interested in is somebody doing something new, somebody doing something out of the norm, special, that then they can bring to their friends. So you have to do something new. You have to be the first to do it. You have to create something that demands their attention over everything else. Now that you have that trust and that belief, what do you do with it? It's a pretty big responsibility. But as long as you're staying true to yourself, you can use that trust to direct these people exactly where you want to direct them. Bring them into your world. Bring them to your products, your art, your music, your t-shirts, your concerts, whatever it is you want to call it or do. It's these byproducts of that trust which can help you continue to do your career. This course is only available on soundfly.com.